need to post these. They've just been sitting in my files for God knows how long.
When we last left off, our intrepid band of adventurers had liberated, or rather, put down once and for all, the dreaded undersinger Anderthen. Now, with the threat of the Blight having been dealt with, their attention has shifted towards a more personal matter. Heading to the city of Lanchester, which has fallen under the occupation of the Imperial 7th Legion, and the dreaded Consul Nyulrin. Father of Nyulrin. As your group continues to travel, you watch as the cold of the mountains almost seems to follow you all the way down to the city. Despite it being late summer, it seems the winter snows have come early this year. As you begin to see a steady trickling of white flurries fall from the sky. A cool mist hangs in the air as you draw nearer and nearer to the capital of the Kingdom of Brethane, a city you have been gone from for some time. Soon. Who knows what awaits you within. Nyulrin, I'm curious. As you are drawing nearer and nearer to the inevitable confrontation, what is he thinking of?
Pretty much the entire time, whenever he gets a chance, Nyulrin is praying. Do we have anyone in the party who speaks Draconic or Celestial?
I believe Jakar speaks Draconic. Let me check. Actually, no, he does not.
I guess you would say the prayers, and like the prayers would be said in common, right? They're not like Latin, a Latin version of a language in this world, right?
It depends. They can be spoken in common, or they can be spoken in Draconic. Either way, it is. Both are applicable. There's not a proper way to pray.
Yeah, in that case, you would just pray in common. Cain, judge me. Vitreous, forgive me. Melos, strengthen me. Motessa, await one of us.
Go ahead, Gold.
So, noting his prayers, Ahran will just give like a quiet nod to Nyulrin. Like, she goes to like. We've been traveling together long enough. Would Ahran feel like it would be appropriate to put like a hand on his shoulder to comfort him? Or would Nyulrin be angered or upset by that?
That's up for you.
Yeah. He wouldn't be. Well, yeah. Go try it. I guess go ahead and do it.
Insight.
Up to you. As this is a one-on-one encounter, I'd say it's up to you guys to decide.
What is the insight for? Like figuring out what the reaction would be?
Yeah, like if it would be how best to like help him feel a bit better.
I think Ahran got it.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a success. I I mean, you'd know he wouldn't feel offended or anything with a touch on the shoulder. He wouldn't be like, "Get your hands off of me, peasant! You just dirtied my armor." But I guess for the best way to comfort him, I guess maybe joining him in his prayers.
Yeah, Ahran primarily is familiar with prayers to Shay, but given Shay and Kane have a
Intimate.
intimate relationship, Ahran would be likely familiar with a few of those. So she'd join him in a few brief prayers.
Do you have any family, Ahran?
If you're referring by blood, none that I know. The man and woman who raised me, I do consider them to be my mother and my father, though.
I believe you speak of your mentor.
I mean, no, I mean, like, I was a foundling. I was raised by a family. My mentor was definitely a father figure to me, but I grew up in a village.
Are your parents still around?
With Shay's blessing, I hope they are. Who knows these days?
You should write to them.
I should. I really should. I'll do that once we have a moment to breathe. Perhaps.
There will nary be a moment to breathe on this journey, nor will there be a chance to visit our loved ones. While you have the time, while we still walk, you should treasure those that you have left.
Ahran nods. Aye, that I shall. You have anyone left for you, Nyulrin?
The only one that I know of is my uncle. The one that raised me while we were in Drakos. There is my betrothed as well, though I do not know where she is, what she's up to, or if she is still my betrothed. And you already know about my parents.
Ahran nods. Well, hopefully word can... Do we know what the situation with Ahran's mother is at the moment? Or not Ahran's. Wrong religious character. Nyulrin's mother.
Presently, no.
Alright.
You know that those soldiers encountered within Deos's realm that you rescued reported that she was still alive as of the time they had last seen her. But it had been a while.
Right. Ahran will, if any luck, your mother's doing well. I'd imagine those men who fought so hard to keep her safe, well, I doubt they would fail in the task. They seem good men.
Nyulrin won't respond. He'll just look away.
Pray for shade to keep wherever she is secret from our enemies. Onward we go. Onward we go, then. Actually, that is a good question. Where are we?
You guys are still approaching the city, and with that little conversation coming to a close, your group slowly reaches the crest of a hill. Stretching out before you is the cityscape of Lenchester. A thick blanket excuse me. A light dusting of snow covers many of the rooftops and the streets of the city as smoke from many chimneys can be seen rising. The fields on the outside of the city appear to have been stripped barren and burnt. To what ends, you can only begin to guess. The city itself seems intact, but the outside looks almost like a wasteland. Many of the trees and smaller farming communities that dotted the perimeter of the city have been cut back, seemingly to create clearance between the city walls and the perimeter. In place of the Kingdom of Lenchester, the banners of the Kingdom of Lenchester, you now see the silver dragon of the Empire flying high from its many towers. Along the walls, you can see the shining armor of Imperial legionaries belonging to the 7th Legion. It seems the rumors are true. They have made their new headquarters within the region within the city. Currently, you guys would be located on the road here to the north. We'll call it located on this little hillside here.
Little red arrow.
Hmm?
The little red arrow in the bottom left. Or is that someone's smile?
That was someone's scribble. You guys are more up here if you look in the top. The little 4. Northern side of the map. You would see Cyrus as you all are now finally within sight of the city. He looks to your group as he just says, "What is the plan from here? Proceed as we had discussed, or do you have something else in the works?"
I think we did have a plan, but I'm blanking on it really hard right now.
Yeah, you should come up with a plan while the shit's happening.
We can reach out to any of our potential allies in the city via magic.
Oh, There is the underground, how we entered the very first time.
True.
Did you fully go into the city, or did you just stay on the... I don't think you ever actually went in proper.
For Nyulrin or for the party?
The party. I don't recall if you guys went in properly. I think you just learned of it.
The city's not familiar to me, so...
Is this not the same city where we snuck in from the underground?
No, that's what that was.
That was far to the southwestish.
Yeah, that was Fanthrop. This is Lenchester. This is the capital.
Okay. Nah, I have no idea.
Yeah. I think you guys came across the city, came back to the city one point, seeing that it was under siege, that it was occupied, but you decided you didn't really have a need to go in, so you left to go deal with the ongoing war.
What is this tree here? The tree?
That is the Arcanum. It is the largest university in the city. It's the headquarters of the Mages Guild. It was once a holy site for the elves, but then it got transmuted into solid marble by the humans when they took over the city. You know, kind of a fuck you to the elves.
Based.
Yeah, this was a very big forest when the city was when the humans took it over. A lot of giant trees, and that's the only remnant of them in the city nowadays. Do we have a party token? I think we do. Let me...
I've yet to finish the one the latest one.
But we have one, I know that.
Yeah, that's scrap together one.
Yeah, it works well enough. Doesn't matter if it's shoddy, if it works. All that matters is that I can find it, and currently I appear to be struggling on that end.
Let's see if I got it.
Either way, if I recall correctly, you guys had expressed an idea that you would infiltrate the city with the help of the Rangers to see if they could get you guys inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although it is.
Oh, I found it.
It is using the old Ahran art. Who's this random human in our group?
Don't know him.
Either way, yeah. Meanwhile, Max is just off somewhere.
Let's see. So we're trying to just figure out how to get it.
Yeah. Cyrus is up for is willing to go along and try and help you guys get into the walls. But he's not entirely sure how to play that.
If we're willing to play it risky, they could take us in as, quote-unquote prisoners.
I mean, it's not like they have my description.
Yeah, how many gnolls do you typically see walking around these cities?
I wasn't saying about you, but I imagine Tabaxi traders aren't unheard of.
I'm talking about me being dead giveaway.
Yeah. Screw it. I have one of my...
He kind of turns to look at Faely, kind of see how she's doing.
Faely's still a bit rough from that last fight that we had. She's doing a bit better thanks to the time that's passed, but she's still kind of weak, to say the least.
Did we have a long rest?
I mean, even if we're at full health.
Yes.
Yeah, even if we're at full health, like we've been living rough on the road, riding hard and fast, we're all probably a little worn down.
Now you're holding up.
Right then.
Mentioned she got
Ahran is-
ping-ponged.
if I'm going to use sending, do you want me to come up with the exact 25 words I'm going to send?
For now, I would need to know who you're wanting to reach. For now, let's start with just who you're wanting to reach out to.
I was going to reach out to my fellow faithful in the city.
Yes, the other Shans.
Yes, the one who I know of.
Yeah.
God, my order is fucked.
I mean, to be fair, if you spent more time, you would have met more.
Right, okay. But yeah, reach out to her. Can I communicate to her that we're outside the city and need to get in?
I'm gonna go ahead and roll something. Okay, what is your message, specifically, if you have a specific number of words in mind?
Do I really need to come up with a specific message for you?
Yes.
Yes.
Shoot. Give me a minute. I need to use the washroom, and I'll come up with a message while I'm taking a dump.
Message usually does take a while to come up with.
I'll let you know what, we can just do generals. I think you're literally just asking for.
You don't
Yeah.
need 25 words specifically. You can do less.
Yeah.
Where we are roughly, and that we need to get into the city is basically what I want to communicate to her. But I still do have to use the washroom, so I'm going to step away for a quick minute.
Makes sense. Alright. Should I give him the reply now, or wait till they're back? I'll wait till he's back, that way you two... I don't have to repeat myself. Alright. If you guys want to voice out your interaction, I'd appreciate it.
Dirk asking how Faely is and getting the response. He's just tilting his head, just like, well, that's just how it's been the past couple of fuck knows how long. At least you're still alive to complain.
I guess that's true. I just really don't enjoy feeling like this.
Well, what do you think? What do you think's going to help you? A ride on my smoker? That thing's still coming along.
He just kind of looks up a little bit, genuinely contemplating it. I mean, if I could get off my feet, that might be nice.
Trying to figure out a response to that. Kind of looks to it, look at the smoker, looking back to Faely. Also, you might want to change the as thing to Faely.
Did, but then we were asked to voice it.
Yeah. Sorry. Kind of like looking to, again, looking to Faely, looking to his smoker, and he kind of like grimaces a bit, like, I don't think she's going to, I think this thing might break underneath her.
Are you calling her fat?
Is Nyulrin saying that?
Ooh.
You know what?
Okay,
Yes. If you said it out loud that you're worried that
he doesn't say it out loud, but the expression is there.
Alright, Nyulrin would say it out loud.
Look, I don't want this thing to break underneath her. And I look at her, she's like more ground beef than I typically see on a cow.
When you say that, Cyrus snaps his head towards you, then glances to Faely.
Faely's
Nyulrin
ears
is
was
just like
kind of
doing a...
droop a little.
Say again?
Faely's ears would just kind of droop a little.
Well, if you're having trouble keeping up, I could just carry you.
One of the soldiers just mutters, "If I said that to my wife, I'd be dead."
This is basically how Nyulrin looks at Dirk.
Add contacts quickly before Maxwell reacts.
Aren't you also tired after that fight?
I mean, I'm always aching. Always bitching about it too, but hey, I'd rather be bitching and breathing than, dead.
From what you guys can see from where you currently are, there does seem to be foot traffic through the gate. You do see merchants and civilians are seemingly being allowed to enter and leave the city. Though they do seem to be stopping people at random and inspecting their carriages and examining the individuals.
I can probably get in. Ahran will. Do you want me to come up with a sending, or just can I?
No, I will give you a sending message in return.
All right, cool. Ahran will contact the Shayans within the walls and let them know of roughly where we are and that we need to get inside.
At the same time, Ahran could just walk in and then help us from the inside.
I could if it comes to that.
Are you able to send, like, mental imprints of images through sending, or just words?
Just 25 words.
Word. Just 25 words.
Okay. Alright. You receive a message in reply. Old sewer tunnels offer passage into the city, but are dangerous and patrolled. Forged travel papers from Imperial Colonial Affairs may be safer.
All right.
Sorry, forging papers.
Yeah.
Even if
All
you
right.
forge papers, I think most of the legionaries know how I look.
I mean, you could disguise yourself.
Faely could transform me into a dinosaur.
Or a dog.
I mean, Aaron, I was like, I mean, I already have some papers made up for myself. None for the rest of you, but I could probably get in, make use of my fellow Shane's facilities to get you guys some papers, but you are rather recognizable, Nyulrin.
They did also mention potentially doing the sewer, but again, there's
Aaron will point out the sewers, but wild to me how even after all this, I'm still the most inconspicuous of the group.
Isn't that your job?
Very
Yes.
low bar, by the way.
You know what I mean,
Bright
Orange.
yellow lizard raising lizard and a bright blue cow. There's a black fur tabaxi.
Yeah. Never mind.
Oh, so anyone can roll an insight check on Dirk.
Sure.
I think I get.
Anyone use that?
Say again?
Said anyone you say.
Yes, I did put that in the chat.
Insight and perception aren't the same things, right?
Nah,
correct.
no correcting. Oh, god damn it!
We know you too well, Dirk.
Dirk, when placing Faely on his back and making sure she's just there, his eyes do seem to like look over her with like a bit of like, is she seated properly? Is she gonna fall off? There's a vague sense of care in his eyes, but he is not expressing it with his face.
Aw, he's soft and
You.
Nyulrin's gonna whisper to Aaron, is he gonna call her fat again?
Aaron,
Surprisingly light despite how big you are.
Aaron is going to choke back a snicker. Well, other than trying to slip in through the front gate, if you don't think that would work, there is the sewer entrance, but that is patrolled.
I would rather not kill any Imperial soldiers. All of you, except for myself and Dirk, can sneak in, and you could just turn us into birds, and we'll migrate into the city.
Aaron stops, looks to Faely. Oh yeah, we can do that, can't we?
That is something we could do. Faely's also just gonna take this moment to like lean a bit forward onto Dirk. More for support, but also because she's feeling more comfortable around the big cat.
Hi,
Shoot.
big Ina.
I can.
I know they're a Yena.
I mean, it's my more powerful magics, but I could get up to 2 people in the city that way.
I do also have twin spell, so I could cast it on multiple people.
I don't think you can cast 2 concentration.
Twin
Twin
spell
spell.
targets 2 at the price of 1 concentration.
Oh, so you can do 2?
Yep.
Yeah, that means if you do double trouble, I'll turn them both into a fish.
Well, if me and Dirk can be turned into birds, then the 3 of you, together with the scouts, can easily walk in with forged papers.
Alright. Do you think Faely can slip in unnoticed?
She does have greater invisibility.
Do they have Faely's description?
You would have no idea.
My question would be, how would they? I don't think
Well, you
Faely's
have-
made big enough waves.
You have been present for a few events. You were known in the capital city because you did help,
Yep.
stop the king's assassination.
Yeah, that kind of makes you stand out a little bit.
I would say there's a decent chance they would know Faely, but no guarantee. Does Faely know? Is invisibility for Firbolgs, is that concentration, or is that just, like,
Is
an innate
concentration.
thing?
Invisibility is concentration.
No, but like the
So-
racial invisibility.
The racial invisibility is very, very small. Until the start of your next turn, so about 6 seconds.
We could fly in, and then you yourself can also fly in after us, once we're already in.
Alright, that sounds like a plan. Actually, Faely, you used your spell on those two. And I'll use my spell on them, on you. And then you can all three of you fly in.
Wouldn't getting polymorphed remove the concentration?
Yeah.
No, you can concentrate on a spell while polymorph.
But you
Huh.
can't. It feels weird.
You can
I
maintain
feel
your
like it would make
concentration.
more sense if I cast it on myself and another person than me casting it on two people then getting transformed myself.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that works. Alright, so getting in will just cost us 2 4th level spell slots. One from me, one from you.
What about Jakar?
Good point.
Let's just not worry about that for now.
I was gonna say worst case, like we disguise his fur pattern a little bit, and Ahran says, "Oh, he's my bodyguard."
He's mostly kept out of sight.
Yeah. Still
I think
fairly easy to change fur patterns with Tabaxi, with the right disguise.
I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting y'all to go this polymorph route.
I'm not particularly favoring being turned into an animal again.
Do you have any particular kind of bird you want, Nyulrin?
Crow would be for the best, as then you can also fly your crow in with us.
Right. All right.
It'll look like a murder.
Well, considering that's what we're trying to commit, it seems suitable.
Well, if there's a flock of birds that are called a patricide, that would work as well.
None that I'm aware of. All right. Ahran will nod at Faely and get ready to cast a spell.
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
It's like It's like when I turned you into the giant monkey, but smaller and flappier.
Turk narrows his eyes. Alright, then one of you is dragging my smoker along.
Oh, just as long as as long as you can carry it, the spell will take care of it.
Points at it.
It's a wagon.
A wagon with wheels.
All right, fair enough.
I mean,
Ahran
to
will
be
say.
fair, with how Dirk's been carrying that thing around, it might as well be equipment.
I thought you had a backpack for the thing.
No! It's a fucking smoker!
Get in the smoker, Dirk. We're turning you into a bird.
The cut-off scream.
All right. Ahran will nod and attend to the cart. I assume she can wheel it without too much trouble.
Go ahead and roll a strength check.
Oh boy.
It's not so heavy that you can't move it, but it's difficult to move over the rough terrain. Dirk, you were able to just Huh?
The wheels are probably a little bit dented too.
Yeah, it's just going. Like, if you've ever tried rolling like a clothes hamper or just like a suitcase over, really just anything with a lot of bumps and rocks, just that. It's not heavy, but it's just cumbersome to move.
Actually, would greater invisibility work better for Dirk? Because anything you're wearing or carrying is invisible.
Greater invisibility lasts a minute.
Of sorcery points.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, if you have just invisibility, that'd probably be a little better.
Invisibility still produces sound, right? I think the guards aren't deaf. They would hear a big-ass wagon rolling over.
Invisibility gives you advantage
that's fair.
on stealth checks. It lets you hide anywhere. It doesn't let you get away with not making stealth checks altogether.
The mental image of just like the guards are just standing there and they're just hearing just as the smoker just clatters along the cobblestone street.
I also do have levitate. But I'm also thinking now, what if a group of birds is just flying at a fucking smoker out of nowhere?
I think the rangers
This
can
would
help
look
you out
funny
with
as
the smoker.
fuck.
Yeah,
I'm
like
assuming they're going with you at this point.
Right.
They were probably trying to help. They were going to help you get in, but it seems you guys have come up with a new plan without them. And they're not exactly, as Cyrus will just kind of put it, we don't have any pull here. We can maybe help out a little, but, well, they will be oddly suspicious of us if we just stay around and don't report in anywhere.
right. Understandable. I
think we have a plan.
Alright. Who am I birding?
Me, I guess.
Alright, I'll bird Nyulrin. Faely, can you both bird yourself and Dirk?
Faely will cast her spells. Great effort and definitely no responsibility.
Alright. Ahran will cast the same on Nyulrin.
Can we choose our own bird forms?
No, you
Sure,
are all
within reason.
Well, I was thinking making Dirk the fucking like yellow bird.
I was gonna have
You know,
a
Tweety
goose.
bird?
I was gonna have to be a goose. And he just chases people around hissing.
By the way, Faely is also going to extend the duration of this spell.
That seems a bit excessive, but fair
Yeah,
enough.
you won't need an hour to get into the city.
We should also decide where we're going to be meeting up.
Yeah, that is something we should discuss before we cast anything.
You have a manor.
Oh yeah, we have a manor. Yeah, we'll meet at our place.
Are we sure that's a good idea? That place is probably surrounded.
Watch. Yeah, that's
there is a. You do know that there's a notable theater just down the road.
sure we can meet at the theater.
Or the local library.
Oh yeah, the library. Perfect place for us to meet up.
Do we trust Dirk in the library?
He won't eat the books. They don't have any nutrition.
Oh no,
We're
it
so
might
worried
be,
about
they might be
blunt
made of
objects.
papyrus. Blunt object.
I was gonna say, Dirk doesn't strike me as a vegetarian.
So, library, theater.
I vote for
Going home.
library.
Yeah, let's go library.
It helps.
In universe, Jakar is infiltrating alongside Ahran. He has the disguise self ability.
Okay, yeah, he can fairly easily disguise himself as, like,
Yeah.
slightly different looking Tabaxi than he looks normally.
Well, it's a spell, so he makes himself look like a dude.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I guess Dirk can be a goose, and Faely will become just a smaller goose.
Ahran will sigh. Thought we were doing
Is-
crows. Or ravens. Never mind. Alright.
Dirk hisses. And begins chasing Ahran.
Ahran grabs him by the neck. Stop it!
Paddle his feet at her.
Ahran hisses at him in Kenku.
You have no idea what he just said. Or she just said, rather.
I want you all to
She
know.
just called you a dog.
It just sounds more bird-like.
I want you all to know our intelligence drops to that of a bird.
Yeah.
Faely's just gonna kind of waddle over to Nyulrin specifically.
Alright.
If you bite me, I'm
Ahran
going to
points
use this
to the
cooker.
city. Right. Ahran will turn Nyulrin into Burb.
Caw.
Alright. She'll nod to her familiar. Try and show him the right way.
Your bird looks to you and obeys. Alrighty. You guys will have it pretty easy, so let's swap over to Ahran, because that's where a sticking point's going to be. One moment. I need to grab some water real quick, and we'll keep going. Sorry, I'm actually just going to use the bathroom. I don't know why I said I was grabbing water. I'm doing the exact opposite.
I hope you all know why I chose a goose.
That is also why I mentioned possibly extending the spell, because I know Dirk is gonna have way too much fun with us.
Here, post something in Detroit.
These are funny. Because if you show no fear and just walk towards them, they actually realize, oh shit, he's not scared. Or at least that's my experience as a kid.
Sorry if I'm a little out of it tonight.
Nah, no worries.
Alrighty, Ahran. Oh,
Yeah?
as you begin approaching the gate, you see the Imperial Legionaries of the 7th Legion, adorned in their signature black steel armor with golden. What?
Yeah, I'm out of fucking legionaries.
Yeah. The Legionaries man the gate, carefully inspecting the few people who come and go. Most are allowed to simply walk through without issue, but every so often one of the guards will stop and inspect the civilians as they travel. Some of them they let go after the civilian presents travel permits. Some are turned away, and some are seemingly pulled aside and are seemingly detained for reasons kind of hard to tell.
Alright. Ahran will approach the gates unbothered.
What would be a roll to, like, not look suspicious?
I mean, deception?
Deception. I'd say deception or performance. See how well you can, like, not draw attention to yourself.
Because this is fairly typical stuff for Ahran, should she have advantage on this?
I'd say probably a low DC. As there's not really a way you can. There's not really a way you can be extra good at not drawing attention to yourself. You're just you're either drawing attention to yourself or you're not.
Alrighty.
Go ahead and place your token down, by the way, just for the sake of.
Alrighty. Boop. She is wearing not that.
Makes sense. As you are approaching the walls, you do spot what appear to be twin heavy ballistas set up upon the ramparts. Guards armed with crossbows carefully examined from over top. And you spot twin braziers of boiling oil right on top of the gate.
And place is ready for a siege. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Rolling deception. Yeah. She's struggling with Dirk's stupid smoker cart.
Yeah. As you drag the smoker along, suddenly you glance down. The wheel got stuck in a crack among the pavement.
Son of a... Come on, stupid thing.
You hear the sound of shuffling plate as a legionary calls out, "Do you need assistance?"
I could use some, thank you, sir. Just stuck in this crack here.
He makes his way around as you see him grab onto one of the sides as he just says, I will lift and you pull. On 3.
Thank you.
1,
On 3.
2, 3.
Ahran pulls.
He lifts as it rumbles a bit free. He then asks, if you'd be so kind, can you please present your travel papers? As well as inspection.
Of course. Ahran hands her papers over, as well as pulls the tarp off, revealing the smoker, and produces a bag.
He kind of curiously examines the smoker. Not usual travel equipment for a simple merchant, he says as he examines your papers.
Oh, that's more of a delivery than anything else.
Did you present your false identity papers, or are you presenting other forged documents?
I'm going to use my false identity papers. There is also a bag that Ahran presented to him that has the gemstones in it.
He examines it as he just says, "A smoker's rather unusual goods for a gem merchant."
That's not the main cargo. It's something I picked up on the way. She presents the bag and opens it.
Seeing it, you see his eyes kind of visibly perk a little as he notes them. You see him kind of examine the one paper, the other. And after a moment, you see him just kind of open the inside of the smoker, kind of peer inside, and immediately kind of recoil back as the fire salts within it have basically created a wall of pepper smell.
Ahran will say, fire salts. They're it's spicy. You alright, sir?
I noticed. He closes it. Ugh. You see one of the other guards kind of peers over and you see him set a hand on the hilt of his sword and takes a step forward before the other guard just waves him off. After a moment, he just says, "Alright, everything looks in order. You're free to pass."
Thank you, sir.
Well, oh.
Ahran will continue on.
As you are beginning to make your way under the gate, as you're kind of dragging the smoker, a shadow suddenly kind of falls over you. You kind of stop a moment and glance up towards the top of the walls. There you see a veritable giant, clad in thick, heavy plate armor, standing a good 4 to 5 feet over the ramparts, or over the battlements.
Right.
Over the battlements, staring down, hand resting upon the stone, staring down, not necessarily at you, but at the crowds coming and going. You see a legionary pass beside him. This giant of a man. The soldier comes out to about his hip as he passes by.
You know that Ahran is thinking to herself, didn't know they employed ogres in the Legion.
Alright.
Actually, yeah, I was gonna say, can I roll something to see what the fuck that guy's deal is. What does he have in his Wheaties?
You can go ahead and roll insight and also a wisdom save, as he has a very intimidating presence.
Wisdom say, alright. Flub the insight, but...
Yeah. You don't know. Big guy who has a sword the size of an adult man.
I was gonna say, wouldn't it be more of an intelligence skill, like history or something to know stuff about?
I mean, you're trying to determine who this specific guy is.
Fair enough.
You do know that the Empire does employ anyone who chooses to, is willing to accept anyone who signs up. So
Fair enough.
It could be a Goliath, could be anything. Not
enough.
necessarily unusual in itself, just a matter of what you can determine from him.
Okay, fair enough. Well, Ahran will continue under the way.
Meanwhile, back with the rest of the team. All of you have arrived safely at the library. As you begin to touch down, do you break do you end the spell, Faely?
Yeah, she would.
So that turns everyone back, save Nile. I think you can literally just punch him and that'll end it, won't it?
Ahran's croak, gives him a peck and poof.
I'm gonna let it be someone else because I think it'll be funny. Dirk, you're back to normal. You see Nile's what did you become, Nile?
Crow.
Nile's crow is still okay. Is still a bird. Pick the fucker.
So tempting. So tempting, I will say. Fuck it. This wasn't discussed in the plan, but if he's waiting to be kicked,
Thunk.
I'm gonna try and peck him in the eye before he kicks him.
Oh, that crow's gone.
Roll damage. Roll damage.
oh no!
Feathers.
Alright, so it's oh god, it's a D8.
It does actually
6.
Remember, any damage
Oh,
carries
no!
over.
It's 8, 16. It's 22 points of damage.
Dirk, you punch Nyulrin or kick, whatever you do, and just one
All I
moment.
imagine is this bird goes flying off, and then a split second later, it's Nyulrin flying off.
All right, so elsewhere, Ahran, as you have arrived in the city, as you are walking, and you're a good ways away from the Gold. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. As you're walking, you're a good ways away from the gate at this point. A bit, and as you're walking, you just see something just go right past your eyes. You kind of flinch a little, and when you look to the left, Nile, Nyulrin has impacted into an alleyway.
Oh. What in the name of pain is going on? Ahran will say.
Nile, you feel like you are... Nyulrin has been... I don't know how to describe it. You fucking warped space, time, and reality around yourself. You are now several blocks from where you were a minute ago, and you are in a lot of pain.
He's just gonna try and pick himself up There will come a time when Dirk least expects it that I will have my revenge.
I see.
Ahran, I need you to hold him down while I shove the end of this hammer up his ass.
Can that wait?
As I said, it will come at a moment that he least expects it.
I make no promises, but maybe. Ahran just does some quick mental math to figure out how far she is from the library.
Far. You are about here. So, Niall, you went from here to here.
Bruh.
Hunted you a fucking block? 3 blocks? What the fuck?
It's very easy to punch a bird that barely has any weight. I should have choked that geese out when I had the chance.
Right, then. Ahran,
Dirk and Faely come walking down the streets, and you just see Faely. Dirk is piggybacking Faely again.
You know, Dirk absolutely got the run up for that kick.
Alright, Dirk, why did you punt him why did you punt him across?
I had a strange compulsion from what you might call a god to do it.
Don't blame this shit on me.
What gods compelled you to punt your ally?
I don't know, but he's still laughing.
Dirk is the Dirk. Actually, I'm gonna roll something.
Dirk is the patron saint of chaos. Man.
Oh no, Senna's fucking howling in laughter.
Fuck it. Hang on, I have this somewhere. Congratulations, Dirk. You have received the blessing of Bathi, goddess of chaos. Congratulations, you get to.
Bathi?
She has found that hijinks funny enough that you have received a blessing, aka you get a free inspiration.
Oh my god!
You can reroll. You get a free reroll, but only if it's something that is causing chaos.
Oh my god!
Or mischief. So have fun with that. Cash that in whenever.
Dirk always causing chaos.
Yeah, you'll have fun with that, I'm sure.
With the craziest shit, I get a nat 20. And I think the last crazy shit I pulled was bisecting someone with a door.
God, I fucking love that.
I was going to say, we should, so now that we're in the city and back together, what's the plan?
We gotta find... What do we gotta find again?
His dad.
Ah, right. Probably start at the castle? Or Coliseum place? No. Or maybe the tree. I don't know, I'm thinking of all the places where I'd find Nyulrin.
There's also a temple over here.
Him and I are not the same.
I was going to say, the castle is a solid bet, but I feel like walking up to the front doors may be a mistake. And besides, I am reasonably confident that the knowledge of the tunnels into and around the castle is known, given A, they were the main vehicle of an assassination attempt against the king, and B, the Elder Vulin is in league with the people who use those tunnels in the first place.
So he surely shouldn't expect us going through them.
Aaron will turn to Nyulrin. Would he? I understand,
What was the question?
Dracosian. Do you think your father would expect us to use the tunnels under the castle to get to him?
I know very little of Furus. But considering that he has been crafty enough to be placed in charge of the legions, then I believe that he will expect anything.
Right. It is not, you don't really know him, do you?
I do not. I have met him a handful of times my entire life.
And one of them, he ended it.
Well, I can attempt to reach out to my brothers and sisters within the city, see if they could help us.
So,
I mean, I thought we had people in the city. That's people you were referring to.
Yes, the Shans.
Yeah, those.
Okay. Aaron sighs a little bit. Alright, you guys, is there anyone else you can think of us reaching out to who would be willing to assist us in the city? His Majesty, if I recall, fled to, where did he flee to?
Fort Fellhand.
Fort Fellhand, right.
Oh wait, sorry, correction. The Highlay. Fort Fellhand is a different location in a very different country.
Okay,
The Highlay.
the Highlands. Okay. His Majesty is hiding out in the Highlands, so... I forget. Did we have any friends? We had Captain Lancel, who's most likely with His Majesty.
But you do not know for certain.
Right.
Otherwise, you could try reaching out to the Shayans that you already had contact with again.
Yep. That's why I suggested the library.
Oh, let's get going.
Alright.
And
Yep.
Dirk will readjust Faely and then grab his smoker from Ahran.
They're not going to let you bring that in the library, you know.
Yeah, they'll let me bring it close enough.
Wait, what's this about? Why specifically you guys wanted to go to the library?
If I remember correctly, you said the Shayan secret hideout, there's an entrance to that in the library?
I don't. No, I just said that you were near there wasn't anything directly connecting it to the library.
I could have sworn you mentioned something like that. And I was like, oh, cool, because Cain is the god of knowledge, so... I could have sworn that was the thing. Anyway, whatever.
Wait. Yes, I do remember that. Sorry. Then that's convenient, and you know what? I am going to adjust something. I'm just gonna redo something in my planning. We're good.
Alright, cool. Ahran will head inside and head to the secret Cheyenne entrance. To the secret Cheyenne tunnels.
As you all enter into the library, you find that from the outside, it's looking, well, it's not looking as nice as it once was. The doors are rattling and just kind of rattling in the wind. As you approach it, it appears that the building has been condemned.
Interesting.
It's not locked up, and you see a pair of homeless vagrants seemingly sitting on the steps, but looks like it is fallen on hard times very quickly.
Interesting.
Heading in.
Yep.
Don't see one.
It
Don't see one.
it
I thought you were asking.
it
Sorry.
it appears. You're doing this on purpose.
That last one was.
Anyway, it appears as though the library had been what's the word? Not interrogated. Well, it looks like it looked ransacked.
All right.
Many of the shelves have been torn over, and it appears as though it had been searched top to bottom, as though someone was searching for something. You suspect the Legion may have had their suspicions. It is an open secret that Cain and Cheyennes often can be found with one another. And while the library does not directly have ties to... is not necessarily directly part of Cain's church, many do end up worshiping the god of knowledge within these halls.
Right.
This place is kind of messy. They really should look at cleaning up.
If I had to guess, the Legion suspected the library of harboring Cheyenne agents and acted. Let's see if they found what they were looking for, as Ahran will head to the secret passageway.
One moment.
So what was that about them not allowing my smoker in if there's no one to stop me?
Well, I didn't know the Legion had sacked the library, so bring it on in.
Dirk just smiles.
I fucking love Dirk's sarcasm.
Actually, quick question. What was, earlier, Nyulrin mentioned his father's first name. What was that again?
Horus.
Say one more time for me. For my
I'll
notes.
write it down.
Appreciated.
Okay. I'm going to assume you... Oh. One moment, sorry, I'm just doing something real quick. As you begin entering into the library, you make your way down a flight of stairs, drawing closer and closer to the secret chamber, hoping that it may either provide answers or, if nothing else, well, there. As you arrive to the basement, you would see the cellar appears, well, not intact. It's very clear that the Legion went through here. But it doesn't appear that they discovered the hidden door.
Ahran smiles. Alright.
Everyone, go ahead and place your tokens in the very top left.
Very top left.
Approximately here, if you can see my ping.
Ping, keep pinging.
Wom.
Oh, well, that didn't work for Wallfly. Yep. I can't delete Wallfly.
I can.
There we go.
It is very
That
dark.
one's working.
Yeah.
Alright, that Wallfly is for the videos.
Did I put myself in a wall or something? I can't see.
Let me double
Does the
check.
character have vision?
Whoop.
Oh, I can see now.
I can see clearly now. The shit is gone.
No, it seems like there's still a lot of shit on the floor. They're not clean.
Legion isn't especially known for cleaning stuff up after a good ransacking.
That was their whole job, to clean up loose ends. Is it not?
They're soldiers, not enforcers. At least not by trade, anyways. What do you think soldiers are for?
That's remarkable how often those two
Yeah,
are
like-
interchangeable.
Fighting for someone else. Ooh, what's this?
I swear,
As you open up the chest, you see bundles of scrolls, old books, and a few bits and pieces. What seems to be a magnifying lens, like a little glass lens thingy.
Nothing particularly useful.
You can start a fire with that, you know.
Yes. I know how flammable paper is.
I was talking about the glass.
The fuck can you make a fire with glass?
Long you can use the sun's light and you shine it in a particular way through the lens, and it makes fire. It's not important.
Is that a coffin?
That does appear to be a coffin. Is that a coffin?
Yes.
A coffin.
As you peer inside it, it appears largely decorative. There appears to be a skeleton inside. It seems to be made of plaster. You don't know why this is here.
Anatomical studies, I'm guessing.
Most likely.
show school children what a skeleton looks like? Alright. Where would Ahran remember the secret passages being?
You would remember it being ahead of you, located along the wall here. You
Alright.
already know, you were told how to properly access it, so you get to skip a puzzle today.
Yeah.
Which is convenient, because I forgot to make a puzzle.
I know that
Perfect.
feeling.
Ahran, looks at everyone. Swear to whatever you hold sacred that you won't tell of this place.
I am trying to... Oh, hang on. This is not the vibes.
Hmm.
I think this will fit better.
I'm already breaching protocol by bringing you into this place. Just, I want an assurance that you won't go blabbing about this. So, again, swear on whatever you hold sacred that you will not tell of this place to others.
I will try my best.
Sighs.
Dirk just smiles.
You know, I'm very tempted to just blindfold you before we do this.
I already got that. Unfortunately, I think Faely's already doing that job.
Faely,
These
Nyulrin,
ears just pick up a little bit and just kind of leans forward a bit more to block Dirk's vision. Is this better?
that is. Will you two give me your word you won't tell anyone of this?
None shall hear of it from me.
Thank you, Nyulrin.
I won't tell anyone. To be honest, I probably won't remember.
Have you thought about seeing a physician about your memory issues then?
Not really.
Gold, please stop picking on the map.
Alright, sorry. I'm not doing that intentionally. Ahran is going to turn and say, I guess I'll have to take Dirk's word for it.
Oh, shit!
As the second the door opens, immediately there is shouting as a large group of people charge forward, weapons drawn, shouting to get on the ground. Many of them pointing crossbows and various weapons towards you.
Are they wearing Do these don't look like shames to Ahran, do
No,
they?
no.
Oh,
You are...
fuck.
What?
Oh no.
Roll initiative?
Depends on if you choose to resist or not, as they are shouting, get down, drop your weapons.
These look like Imperials.
Hey, what's everyone
They
take
are,
people at?
but they could be good Imperials. Nyulrin will sort of make his shield very visible with large words, Violin on him, and sort of bang on it. Stand down.
Roll persuasion?
Dirk is snarling.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, as you see the people... Okay, hang on, I actually should probably do a roll here. Okay. They aren't charging you, but they are still shouting for you to put down your weapons. If anyone would like to, Niall, quickly, actually, you specifically, go ahead and roll a quick insight check.
Oh no. Oh, that's not bad.
You very quickly recognize, while there does appear to be an Imperial uniform or two among their number, there's also city guard as well as what are very clearly civilian militia using whatever equipment they have. This is not a military force, or rather, this is not this is not the 7th Legion.
Could you remind me what the title that we got from the king was?
Knights.
Yeah, I
Knights,
know
right?
knight, but like, it's not just a knight, right? It's like a special knight.
You had, I believe you were his you were some kind of investigator.
Can we be
I'll find-
inquisitors?
I think that's
sure,
religious.
let's go with that. Let's just go with that for now. I'll find your guys' proper title later.
All right, I'll say something else then. We are knights ordained by His Majesty. We are not with the Legion. Stand down.
You see a pair of the city watch who have their swords drawn kind of glance to each other before kind of snapping back to you as one of them just says, after a moment you see one of them kind of blink and just kind of untense a little. I recognize them. They're telling the truth. Saw them in the castle. You see a lot of the various soldiers kind of glance to each other before they begin to kind of back off. And while this is happening, you hear someone just say, quiet down, let me through. What the hell is going on? One moment, sorry. The soldier up front is kind of pushed aside. God damn, I put way too many tokens down here. As another soldier kind of moves to the forefront. One moment, I'm just going to delete this as it's in the way. As you would, to your guys' surprise, you would actually see Talos kind of push his way to the forefront and kind of stop as he makes sight with all of you. Huh. Well, I guess you're a sight for sore eyes.
I'm surprised the Shans have let this many people in on the secret.
Jayans? He asks curiously.
Never mind.
You really like the underground, don't you? Switching one for another.
He kind of... You see, he just kind of sighs with a kind of pained smile as he just says, I was in town on business when business came here.
The good end of business or the shitty end of business?
I'm hiding in a wine cellar. What do you think?
Hey, it's a wine cellar.
He shrugs. He looks over towards towards all of these soldiers, many of whom are still holding various weapons, as he just says, these guys aren't anyone to worry about. Well, maybe that one is, but he's not gonna cause... He kind of trails off before he's... Yeah, what he said. He's not an enemy. That much.
Smiling, meanwhile his fucking vision is obscured by tits.
The soldiers kind of trade glances before slowly they kind of, following Talos's lead, break off. And kind of... A few kind of rush forward and kind of secure the outside area. But you see a lot kind of return to more of a somewhat relaxed position. Among the number of individuals, you also saw a Verstinian knight. Oh, sorry, not Verstinian, a Brethanian knight amongst their number.
Deplored. What is... So you all just are hiding out down here?
You guys are kind of getting ushered inside. Dirk, you feel the guard here kind of like not very softly kind of trying to shove you in.
Dirk will just sort of lurch his entire top half from beneath Faely and give him a death glare.
Nyulrin will ignore everything else and rush down.
I know where I am walking.
So, he
Wait a
was
minute.
meant
Is
to
that?
be-
Is that? Hold on.
Oh, you actually made him disappear, Dan.
He was meant to not be there, but Neil. Okay, well,
If he wasn't there, he wouldn't rush down, because...
yeah.
I mean, Wallfly
Whoops.
already saw him. I wasn't saying anything, though.
He is here. He is here. All right. Well, that reveal has fallen flat. So, he's there, but we'll just circle back to that one in a minute. As Talos leads you all in, Faely, you go in. As you all kind of fully enter the area, the guards kind of sweep ahead as you see the Legion. This Centurion kind of calls out to the other three, "On me, sweep the building. Make sure they weren't followed." You see as they quickly rush back up the stairs, and the door seals behind you all. So, welcome to my home. It's great. We have all the leaky stone water you can drink. And yeah, that's about it in terms of luxuries.
Clerics to cast create water.
Well, the priests of Motessa are in the other room. They're only really interested in tending to the wounded and last rites for the dying.
Is this more or less the resistance, as it were?
Yeah, I guess that's what you could call it. He kind of points over his thumb as he just says, "Lucy's in a meeting with a whole bunch of the others. That you might, I have a feeling they'd appreciate me speaking with all of you." Oh, cool. 8. Hey, Niall, can you roll one additional insight check while you're here? Low DC, but I'm just wanting to see if you notice something else. Okay, you do. You notice that the legionaries that are down here do not belong to the local garrison. They are not from this kingdom. In fact, they bear markings of the Heartlands. They have come a very long way.
The guys in the, sort of brown are auxiliaries, right?
They are... So, essentially... So, yeah, there's, Centurions have full plates, and they would be, light brown or more footmen. They're wearing lighter armor. So, yeah, auxiliaries, but they're still professional soldiers. They're not levies. I know there's a term for that, where...
Legionary?
Yeah, they're all legionaries. They're all official soldiers. The Centurion... Yeah, I guess it's legionaries, then up to Centurion.
Like a light infantry legionary would be like a hastati, I think.
Yeah, that's probably what they would be called, hastati. Yeah. But yeah, they bear markings belonging to the Imperial Heartlands. So, like near Corinthi. Though the Heartlands technically encompasses over 12 petty kingdoms within it. So, just Corinthi being the most, famed because it's the heart of the Empire. But even still, it is odd seeing them here. Either way, not much. These legionaries are not from this kingdom. They are foreigners, which makes it weird, questionable why they are here. Either way, Talos mentions that the leaders of the resistance are currently in a meeting. So yeah. Yeah, he does kind of look to you guys and just ask, so, mind telling me what the hell you guys are doing here?
Why do you think?
Well, I'm going to assume you have some business with the assholes who have taken over this place.
We do. We're knights that were ordained by His Majesty, so already we are tasked with getting him his city and his throne back. But there is a more personal matter as well.
Yeah, I figured as such. Well, he looks to you as he just says, I don't really have... I'll be honest, I don't really have anything to talk about. If you guys want to take a look around, go ahead. I think the guards will... I think the guards will let you through the gate, through the door, so... Good seeing you.
Who is the one in charge here?
Now that is a good question. Yeah, I'll get back to you when they sort that out. Kind of glances towards the door.
So it's the people inside who aren't deciding who should be the leader. Well, that makes it simple.
Max!
I'm saying right now, I am just here to hear the story and maybe do one or two things if needed. I am fucking non-functional right now, so...
Don't worry, I don't think there should be anything too intense.
Okay.
All you need to know is you guys managed to infiltrate Lenchester. Half of you guys got used polymorph to fly in as birds. Niall got kicked several blocks. And now you're at the base. Now you're at a resistance base, about to meet with the group's leaders.
Fortunately, would probably be a good opportunity for...
You can just listen in and speak.
for Jakar stuff, but God...
I'll have you there. You're there. So if you want to contribute, feel free. Meanwhile, what is your passive perception, Nyulrin?
No clue, but I do know that I have advantage on it.
Go ahead and roll then.
Do I just roll normal perception?
Yeah, at advantage.
Where the fuck is perception? Bruh.
As you are approaching the door, you hear what sounds like faint hymnal singing, but you don't really pick out any of the details. Sounds kind of familiar, but also you're a little focused on the mission at this point. Moving forward? Okay. What are the rest of you doing? Ahran? Dirk?
Ahran is like just beyond asking Talos, how did everyone find this place?
I don't know. Things were already kind of in motion here when me and Louisa found it.
I see.
So.
All right.
Dirk.
Ahran will follow Nyulrin.
Oh wait, actually, also, who are you?
Friend. Let's just say we're a mutual friend.
Remember the human guy that was with us?
And he jumps and grabs Dirk's jaw.
grab her face and just like hold her down.
Part of secrets, don't you understand, you big lout?
What? Besides, your
Faely
name's
is
the
going
same.
Bailey's gonna take this opportunity to just reach out with both of her hands and then just one on Dirk's head, one on Ahran's, and just kind of pets.
Smash them together.
Pet.
New kiss.
I don't think Faely has the strength to smash them together.
Well,
This is
He glances to her.
Yes,
All right,
that one.
I'm just not gonna question that one.
Yeah, it's fucking magic. It's weird.
I'm gonna go get an ale. You want one, Dirk?
Fuck yes.
Emotions for you
Dirk
to
as he
follow.
goes off to go get ale.
Bailey along.
Faely, are you coming along, or will you follow Ahran and what? Hang on. Ahran and Nyulrin.
Bailey is gonna stick with Dirk specifically.
As you
Seems like what they're doing is important. She's allergic to work.
The three of you make your way south to what seems to be an improvised kitchen, where a well-dressed butler can be seen like cutting up a bunch of carrots just really quickly, like just like sliding them into a bowl of soup. Monsieur Talos, why are you here? I have already given you your meal for the day. Ale. No, you have already had plenty.
Ale.
They haven't. He looks to you, Dirk, as you see his eyes just narrow.
My eyes narrow in return.
You will abide by proper table manners when eating my food and drink, or you will lose your fingers. Am I unclear? He is attempting to attack.
What the fuck was that noise?
Rolling a nat 20 on an intimidation check.
Dirk will just smile, just say, your table rules, for now. We'll see if your cooking is actually up to snuff.
Oh, I have not served in the finest keeps and castles in all the Empire to have my cooking questioned by a beast as you. I am more than up to the task.
Fair enough. Dirk's gonna put Faely down. Make room, skinny prick.
Talos glances to Faely as he just says, "Good God, by the gods, what have I unleashed?"
Competitive chef.
At least what he makes will be edible, if not actually decent.
This man, he kind of points to the human as he just says, "This man has redefined what food means to me. I'm sorry, He looks to you and, like, with genuine sympathy, please, don't challenge the man, Dirk. You cannot win.
Oh, too late. You already said the C word. I'm now challenging this man.
He steps up to you.
Can Faely possibly persuade Dirk to, if not stop the challenge, tone it down?
I won't attack him.
No, but she knows how you get in the kitchen.
Yeah, he does look to
And
you
frankly,
as he
we
just
want a
says,
kitchen.
"We have limited food rations, but I find that only serves to add challenge to the meal, working with minimal resources for the best outcome. May the better chef win."
One's got to know how to feed their party, especially on scraps.
And when I win, he kind of looks to you, and then his eyes shift to your smoker.
Oh no! Dirk is already shaking his head, but he's still got a smile there. Oh, and when I win, I will think of something.
He ponders for a moment as he says, "I have several very interesting items you may have interest in when we retake the castle. You may have your pick."
Sounds good to me.
He extends his hand.
I'll take it. Give me a nice firm grip.
He immediately starts getting to work. As you see him roll up his sleeves, flick the knife in his hands as he slashes the pig across the belly as he begins cleaning it for fresh pork and sausage.
Dirk will immediately just look at what's around. He's not familiar with what's here, but he'll make do.
A mix of grain, breads, tomatoes, carrots, potatoes, pork. Very random selection of ingredients here, and I will leave you to decide. You have flour, you have grain, you have bread, tomatoes, carrots, and pork. I will leave you to, and potentially anything you have on your person, but...
Put a list somewhere, so I can actually look at it.
Okay.
From DMs.
I'll put it in the chat.
What's the golden thing next to the pork, by the way?
That's a
fire.
Pot. Yeah.
Everyone discussing what the fate of the kingdom. Dirk cooking contest.
Yeah. Tomatoes, flour, bread, pork, carrots, and potatoes.
Actually, before Nyulrin leaves, he's gonna place 60 gold pieces on the chef winning.
Which one?
The chef.
Fair enough. You know, I'm also going to say there's dried salmon.
Could Faely also potentially cook something?
Where are we? England?
Not to compete,
Yes.
just to cook.
Unironically, yes.
You spelled salmon wrong.
Shut up. Faely?
Yeah, can
That's
Faely
their
also just
fantasy name.
do a little cooking? Not to compete with them, but just like make something.
There is
Actually,
not
probably
much room.
able.
There is not much room behind there. They're both going to be basically sharing a single cooking fire.
But she's got this counter here. And she's patient, and definitely doesn't know like 80 fire spells.
You know what? That is fair. Fair enough, yeah.
Oh, I got something that might actually give an advantage. All right,
Slowly but surely, a crowd begins to form watching this unfold.
Alright, give me a second. I will shoot something over.
I better get my money's worth.
Ahran is going to sigh as she looks at this going on. All right.
The Frenchman?
Actually, would I recognize this guy since he said that he's traveled across courts and stuff?
I mean, you guys have probably had a meal or two at the castle, so he is you might have. I'll say it. You would recognize him as the castle's head chef.
It's probably one of the best cooks in all of Brithain. Nice.
Easy money.
You heading in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. And I'm going to call a brief break here because I need to use the bathroom.
Radio.
And this is going to be a fun and long dialogue scene. With a fair bit of cutting back to Dirk and the chef for comedy.
How long of a break?
Let's call it 15 minutes.
15 minutes, okay.
Aw.
Time to head to the store.
Alright, you're in Europe. The store's like a hop, skip, and a run.
It's like 2 minutes on foot.
Yeah, I remember first time I went to Scotland, we were visiting my grandfather, and he's like, "Oh, Mom was like, "Oh, we'll run out to the store," and I'm like, "Mom, run out to the store? That'll take ages." He said, "Oh, it's just down the way." 2 minutes later, I'm like, "Dang, Mom, you weren't kidding."
God, there's no seasoning. Jesus.
First off, you're in Britain. Second off, you're not exactly operating with.
It's rations, yeah.
Yeah, this ain't fine dining.
This is all of my money, by the way. So if I lose, I'm fucked.
All your money on the Frenchman. Amazing.
Bailey's just
Dirk
gonna do
eats
her own little.
raw food, sprinkled with manure. I trust the actual person with a palate.
Anyway, how was your day, Max?
Why do you even need to ask?
To make conversation?
Woke up later than I was supposed to, had to rush my ass out the door, got there later than I should have. We were standing outside in 97-degree heat for, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half, 9 hours.
Jeez Louise.
And like I said, despite me drinking multiple bottles of water, including a bottle that I'm pretty sure is around a liter, and several Gatorades, I didn't pee all day, which is a good sign that I am severely dehydrated. Had to carry a bunch of heavy stuff, got lightheaded.
Definitely dehydrated. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna have to get up at 8 o'clock again tomorrow because we were all so wiped out that we didn't even get the chance to offload the truck, so we're gonna have to wake up and do that tomorrow.
Make sure you drink plenty of water in the meantime, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Alright. Well, that's unfortunate.
And that was on top of yesterday having the several bottles fall over and break and fill the entire U-Haul with mead.
Yeah.
And for all that effort, this was a big festival, and I didn't get to do anything other than work during it. Normally when we go to these festivals, we get like a little bit of time that we can walk around, get food, buy stuff, check things out. Didn't get a single moment to do that today. So, and it was a pretty big festival, so, you know, I could have had a nice red velvet funnel cake or some homemade egg rolls or gotten some nice homegrown peaches, candy. Nope, I had to sit there and work the whole day.
Things were just that hectic?
Yes. And yet, despite all that, according to the chief, we somehow made less than we did last year for the same event.
I would imagine the destroyed product would have something to do with that.
Oh, no, that wasn't factored into it at all. We are purely going off of sales. We still had plenty of product left that we had not sold. And not only that, we were also selling a couple of products that were more expensive. So theoretically, we should have made, breaking even, if not at least making more than we did. Not breaking even, that's not the right term, but, meeting what we made last year, and apparently we didn't. That or he miscounted last year. I'm not sure which.
I was going to say, based on what you're saying, it sounds like there was a miscount one year or another.
Yeah, entirely possible. I mean, we had one or two people buy the special edition $120 bottles of the barrel-aged Bochet that we made. And we had at least 3 people walk out with an entire box full of bottles, which means 6 bottles. At minimum, every one of those bottles is about $30. So, and I know at least some of them, they had some of the more expensive bottles in it that can range from $45 to $65. So the fact, something ain't right.
Yeah, somewhere the math ain't mathing.
Yeah. But yeah, I am still mildly lightheaded. Oh yeah, I also fell earlier when I went to go get some water, so that's fun. Jammed my wrist and skinned my knee on the carpet, so that's fucking fun.
Oh my god. Well, I guess tomorrow bring more water, I guess?
Well, tomorrow, I think all we're doing is offloading, and we're going to be doing it in the air conditioning, so.
Okay, that's good.
God, I'm actually kind of thinking a little hard with this.
You're putting more effort into coming up
Wait,
with
you're
this.
thinking hard?
Fuck off.
Dirk,
I already had an idea.
All 2 of Dirk's brain cells are on full maximum power.
Do you need some ideas? I can shoot some to you.
I have something using everything that's here. Shoot me an idea.
You got it. You want fancy or you want simple?
Simple. We don't need fancy here in a military camp.
Fair enough, but I mean, points for being extra.
Oh, I forgot the Sam was there. Ooh, that also works.
I love how much effort you're putting into this dumb cooking contest.
This is something that Dirk does. This is Dirk's interest right here.
Funny enough, this
I know.
is my interest, like IRL.
Same
So I just
here.
know these things.
All right,
What?
here, I'll show you what I got.
What has your interest?
Yeah, okay, let's hear it.
Just cooking. This is what I came up with.
Or what'd you post? Where'd you
Not
post it?
posted it yet.
I mean, that's not bad. You get like a whole recipe too.
Yep. So, all right. So now I'm gonna show. This is what I'm cooking.
And you also said you don't want to go fancy, and that feels like a little bit upscale for what you're currently at.
Probably, but I have something that he doesn't.
True.
Yes,
A willingly
fire-
disregard for the rules of kitchen.
Well, he did say whatever I have on me.
Alrighty. That actually sounds really fucking good.
And then so
Did Dirk send you his recipe?
I decided to use a little bit of everything there to make sure they get
Yeah.
properly fed.
Alrighty. Is everyone here?
Yep.
Yep.
Wow. Question, Max. Where would you be? Would you have gone to join the cook-off, or would you go with the two for the plot?
I don't even know what's happening.
You guys are infiltrating Lenchester with the goal of taking down Nyulrin's evil father.
Who's taking over the
And-
city.
Yeah, who's taken over the city. And while you were there, you've made contact. You've arrived at what appears to be a resistance base and have been directed to speak with their leaders.
Meanwhile, Dirk has gotten into a cooking competition with the castle's head chef.
I guess tag along for plot, although again, I probably won't interact much.
Sir, I think Niall said he was going to the store. Grab
Yeah.
something real quick, and I think it's in his building or next to it, so I don't think he'll be long.
He said it's like 2 minutes.
Yeah. I'm gonna fill up my water bottle.
Yes,
That's good.
keep hydrated, unlike me.
Oh. Step away, I'll be back.
What?
I'll post this in memes.
I don't get this.
The person pretty much posts videos of them doing. Oh, Lord, I don't want that audio being recorded. I'll post it in Detroit. We're still waiting now?
Yeah. Oh.
Huh.
That's nice. I should not talk about this. This is bad. Ugh.
Politics?
Yes.
Oh, fun.
I'll DM you what it was.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
Gotten
I'm
my
also back.
image. Perfect. The gang's all here.
It's not pretty, Jamie Flinger.
Ah.
With more context.
That or not have anything to do with me.
No, nothing you are related to. At least I'd hope to God not. And you. Well, are you ready, Niall?
Yep.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Ready.
The guards, as you approach, Talos kind of nods towards the guards as he walks over towards the kitchen. As you see them slowly open the door. Inside is a very large antechamber what likely once served some kind of ceremonial or religious function, perhaps even funerary, seems to have been converted into a makeshift command center. Within these halls, you see multiple figures using a sarcophagus in the center of the room as a makeshift conference table where multiple maps of the city can be seen laid out, with the various individuals gathered, speaking and coordinating with each other. Several figures you would recognize. On one side of the table appears to be many members from the Brythanian camp. You would see Knight Ariana, as well. You would see a pair of knights, one of whom you recognize being Ariana. Another you don't recognize, but appears to be fairly high-ranking, all things considered. To their right, you would see... to their left, you would see Commander Lancel, the Wolfkin looking rather grim and rather frustrated as he's leaned forward against the table. And sitting at the far end, you would actually recognize Lucan. The spawn appears to have made his way south once more. On the northern side of the table appears to be a delegation of Imperials. 3 of which you recognize. Niall?
I do recognize one of them.
Yes.
Actually, I recognize 2. Me as the person. I don't know about Nyulrin.
Yeah. You see Alexios. He appears to have acquired some proper gear and has healed up quite nicely since his time within Dagos' realm. Around his wrists, you still see the prison shackles from the Dark God's domain. Seemingly, though there does not seem to be a need for him to be wearing them. No doubt he has had the means to remove them. He has likely chosen to keep them as remembrance for what he had experienced. To his side, you would recognize High Marshal Granitus, the leader of the Order of the Hourglass. And center of the delegation is a woman you would know better than anyone else. Do you care to describe what she looks like?
Very similar to Nyulrin. She has, of course, his scales. But unlike Nyulrin, she has the eye color of her dynasty, bright blue. And would she be wearing her usual clothing right now, or is she in more like fugitive escape mode?
She appears to be wearing... Oh, sorry. Her Order of the Hourglass. She appears to be wearing a mix of armor and senatorial robes. Definitely not usual attire for a senator, but I guess I would describe it as she has her sash indicating her rank worn over some armor.
And other than that, she would just look very similar to Nyulrin. Notably much less weary and scarred, at least appearance-wise. Nyulrin would approach the table.
As you begin approaching the table, you are able to kind of peek out a fair bit of you kind of listen into a fair bit of the conversation. One of the Imperial to the left seems to be a legate. Kind of slams his fist down upon the counter. We must strike at once, before the consul's reinforcements arrive. That Knight Ariana responds, We've already lost too many men trying to assault the keep. We cannot afford further losses. No war has ever been won without sacrifice. Lancel kind of growls, leaning forward. And who would be sacrificing? Might I remind you, most of our fighters are Brethanian, asking others to die for you. Typical Imperial. You would see Granitus kind of actually Alexios kind of speaks up. Every day we wait, nobles rally to the consul. We can't afford any further delays. They do so out of fear, not loyalty. If we show strength, they would march with us. To which you would see Lucan just kind of speak up. In case it must be said, any attack will turn this city into a war zone. Thousands will be caught in the fighting. Ravencroft. Civilian deaths are inevitable. Unlike you folk heroes, wars aren't clean. They're messy and dark. You clearly have not the faintest idea what my work entails, Legate. Perhaps I can show you just how dark the nights can get. Having heard this bickering, your mother leans forward. Enough! This bickering is She immediately cuts herself off as her eyes make contact with yours. The sudden silence kind of catches the attention of the various figures present, who kind of follow her gaze. Nyulrin.
Nyulrin has a very pained expression on his face. Disappointment, grief, all sort of mixed together. But he closes his eyes for a few moments, mutters something, and then sets his shield down very loudly so that the symbol of I forgot the name of the god. The symbol of Cain and Violin written underneath it are both visible. Your show of force is here. And he takes his eyes off of his mother.
You see Lucan visibly smirk. Well, an appropriate entrance, Nyulrin. Excellent to see you again.
Likewise.
You would see Granitus, the headmaster of the Order of the Hourglass. Sorry, the High Marshal of the Order of the Hourglass, kind of rise from his seat and look to you. Paladin.
Nyulrin bows down very low. This is a man that he has admired even before joining the Order, so he has a lot of trust and respect for him.
To over here, you would see two knights belonging to the Order of the Hourglass. Or rather, two paladins. He is a man of very few words, but you do see him bow his head towards you, showing a surprising level of respect for a man who usually has a reputation of being very standoffish.
I regret to report, High Marshal, that I have failed in the quest you gave me. But it seems that you have already succeeded in it yourself. And he casts a glance at his mother before very quickly looking away.
Your mother has seemingly been is clearly a little stunned. She keeps trying to find the words, but keeps failing. A very uncharacteristically for her. This reunion has been, well, I don't think either of you were properly looking forward to how awkward this would be. The legate kind of speaks up. I believe we would all serve for a recess. We can discuss this further. Ariana just kind of leans back. For once we are in agreement. The various individuals begin to kind of stand. The Knights of the Hourglass kind of congregate off to the side a little. You see your mother and Alexios kind of move to the right and kind of formed a group with the Centurion. To the south, you see the Brythanian delegation kind of speaking with themselves. As Lucan kind of makes his way to the corner where Ahran, Niall, can both of you guys roll a perception check?
Sure.
Oh, you saw her immediately. Ahran, Niall, Nyulrin, you did not. You would see Lucy had been kind of loitering in the darkened corners of this meeting room. Lucan just walks straight up to her, and the two begin to speak with each other.
Remind me who Lucy was?
She was leader of the smugglers in...
Oh, right. Tiefling girl that Jakar boinked.
Yeah, slum boss.
Right.
Did you call her a slut boss?
Slum boss.
Ah, okay. Okay.
I'm not sure which one Nyulrin would consider more insulting.
Yeah.
Alright.
Slum, probably.
Yeah. You would see your... Nyulrin, you would see your mother slowly kind of peel from the group and approach.
Before she can walk up, he would try and not make any eye contact and walk over to the paladins.
Ahran is going to sigh as Nyulrin starts to step away. She'll put a hand on his shoulder as he's moving off. Nyulrin, for the love of the gods, it's your mother. Say something to her.
He'll turn around and sort of slap the hand away, and
Good thing that Dirk isn't there.
he wants to say something, but it looks like it's caught in his throat, and he's moving his hands around with anger, and then just very, not exactly a whisper, but he lowers his voice and sort of forces the words out. I have searched so long to find her, and now I know not what to say. I did not expect our meeting to be like this.
We can't always choose how we see our loved ones. But the fact that you're both here, you're both alive, that's more than a lot of people can say in these times, Nyulrin.
Nyulrin, you see her she slowly steps up, standing opposite to you.
I'll give you two a moment. Ahran will step away.
She's right behind me, isn't she?
Yes, she is,
Yeah.
Nyulrin. Turn around.
No, he wouldn't say that. He'll very slowly and robotically turn around. Senator?
Sir Nyulrin. Sorry, Vuelrin. Sir Vuelrin.
It is.
Go ahead.
It is surprising to find you here.
Yes. My brother informed me that he'd been receiving letters from you. He said you would be here.
Uncle
Right.
always knew me best.
Her eyes shift down before shifting up to you. As she pulls you in for a hug.
He'll stiffen for a second and not respond before finally just hugging her with all his strength. I searched so long. I was so close to giving up so many times. Every night I thought, what if you were dead? What if I would find your soul somewhere in Dagos's realm being tortured eternally like the rest?
I thought I had lost you. And I'd heard what your father had done. Drove me to madness. Near its edge. The depths of despair.
He will get what's coming to him. For hurting you, for doing what he did to me, for betraying his family and his empire.
You see her set a hand on your cheek. You've grown.
Not by choice.
Yes. Yes. Would that it isn't. Would that such times had never come to us. It is not for the likes of us to decide when and where the sands of fate will fall. We may only do with it what we may. Sorry, we can only we cannot choose the circumstances we find ourselves in, but we can choose how we will react to them. You have come a long way, Fuel. When you have finished your conversation with your mother, find me at the shrine, the far side of this enclave. We must speak further.
Nyulrin gives him a nod.
Oop.
I have so many questions I wish to ask. What happened? How did you survive? Why are you here?
As much that could be said. And ultimately, she kind of struggles to kind of decide to figure out exactly how to begin, as she just says, I had learned of a great deception. One I'm sure you know well at this point. The Emperor betrayed, replaced by a pretender. I was close, so very close, to preventing all that would have occurred. But I was too slow. Your father was quicker. The Pale Elf was quicker. Before I knew it, the world was falling apart. I tried to get to you. Your father reached you first.
You could have told me during your investigation. You could have trusted me and I would have helped.
Her eyes shift down as she just says, "My greatest shame. I wanted to protect you from this. I wanted to..." She sighs. You know what we face. You were not prepared. You were too young. You weren't... I'm sorry.
I was more prepared then than I am now. More sure of myself, more sure that everything that happens in this world is for a good reason.
I know. And I am sorry. I put my own feelings before duty. And we all suffer because of it. And not a day has gone by where I haven't worked to rectify that mistake. The Empire is burning, Nyulrin. She kind of motions to you towards the center of the table. For the last few months, I have been fighting to sew it back together as best I can. I have been serving alongside Talia Vikarin. You would know that as being the name of the Emperor's aunt. She has She is leading a rebellion against the Pretender, seeking to gain control of the Imperial throne. But it is difficult. As she leads you over to the map, I'm gonna delete all these drawings here. I don't think you need them. Anyone object?
No, it's fine.
Going once, going twice. Sold. Civil war has erupted across the Empire. Secessionists, local rivalries, political turmoil, all cultivated by the cultists of Dagos and the followers of the Pale Elf. The first thing she points towards. Oh, one moment. Saint Manor, the holy city and seat of the fate of the 12, is under siege by Dagos' forces. They crash against the holy city in endless waves, seeking to lay it low. The deep woods burn. Two great weird trees have been poisoned, leading to great upheaval throughout the wilds. Osima has invaded the kingdom of Eben, seeking to eradicate the wood orcs that dwell within the forest there. Vampires and Draugr have attacked across Agisha, across the north. She then kind of shifts the map a little down. The Athenian republics are in civil war. The Thabians repelled an attack by Dagos, but suffered greatly in the process. The Wood Elves of the Red Forest have sealed their borders. The High Elves of Elrenrius have once more declared their independence. The
That's
Confederacy...
that's probably the only good news. Like, that's normal levels of bad, right?
Yeah, normal.
That happens every day.
Yeah. The
That's just like
the Confederacy and the Sultanates are at war once again. She kind of trails for a moment. Based on reports, Colt had nothing to do with this one. Those two have always been ready for conflict. They just needed an excuse. Dracoi itself has been occupied by Dagos. Borin the Bronze fought for the city, but was severely wounded by, if the reports are accurate, an undead dragon. We have yet to identify whom. The High Clans have been forced to flee the city. Once all has been settled here, I intend to set sail and reinforce the islands. Lady Attica, her location is unknown. She is believed to have been captured by the Pale Elf. We do not know how. We are not alone in the fight. The kingdoms of Verstein, Eben, Zani, Cipriti, they have all declared for Empress Talia. In rebellion against the Pretender, and all four have been heavily attacked by Dagos' forces. Nearby, Soreti, Ruthi, majority of the principalities, Klosny and Samosi have all declared in support of the Pretender. It's anarchy and chaos.
Things are much worse than we realized.
She nods. There have been sparks of good news. The Palaean Islands repelled an invasion and aligned themselves with the Triton of the Coral Kingdoms. As I hear, she looks to you with a bit of pride in her eyes. I've heard you had something to do with this.
I was just there. That was my role.
Perhaps. The dwarves of Bemlador. The dwarves of Bemlador marched south and joined in the defense of Thebes, reinforcing their beleaguered numbers. The two have been fighting together to repel further assaults by Dagos. The Karakoi and Zektasha have ceased their fighting and banded together in face of the common enemy. Verstein survived a direct assault from Dagos's armies. Things are that she does kind of trail off as she just says, I do wish there was more to report.
Things are grim, but it's a start.
Indeed.
If we win here today, if we free Lanchester, that is another ally, and that is one of the leaders of this conspiracy gone.
Your father. He holds great influence in the Imperial Senate. He has all but placed most senators were forced to flee the capital. The fear of reprisals by the cult, or long knives in the dark. The few senators that remained were loyal to him, and he has been crowned a dictator. Or rather, they intend to crown him once he returns. We cannot afford to delay any longer.
There is one piece of good news. He would lean in to whisper so that no one else can hear. The former emperor, he yet lives.
She looks visibly stunned. You're sure of this?
He was the one that dragged me out of Dagos's realm. Never mind that. My group and I have been in contact with him. He has been sending us to each location that we've been to. And one by one, we are slowly turning the tide. We have even invaded Dagos's realm once or twice, and we're still here.
There's a very faint smile, one that just radiates with pride, and she just says, "You've done well. I'd heard the rumors of many of your exploits. You've made me proud, Nyulrin.
I never did much, but I'm glad that you have something to feel happy for."
She exhales as she as she puts her hand on your shoulder, on both, as she looks you in the eye, and she just says, "You've always done this to yourself. You've always..." Nyulrin, sorry, I'm trying to think of how to word it. Nyulrin, you are far too humble. You refuse to acknowledge that you call it circumstance, you call it just being in the right place at the right time. No one else could have done the things you have. There's a reason you are here there's a reason that you are here and countless others are not, who have fought and laid down their lives are not. That doesn't. So, the hard part of being a dumbass, having to speak for intelligent characters. But yes, she effectively says, "You have always spoken down about yourself. You've always refused to acknowledge your own ability. No one else could have done what you have. You have saved countless lives across this world.
The High Marshal could have done it. The other High Paladins. Anyone that was in a similar circumstance.
And
with...
yet," she cuts you off, "and yet they didn't. They haven't. They won't. Nyulrin." I'm trying. She effectively says, "Don't defeat yourself. You are the only one who doubts yourself. You are the only one who stands against you. Or rather, well, sorry. You are the only one who doubts you. You are the only one who poisoned. You have let your regret and your pain poison you. And it hurts to see it. She knows because for the longest time, since she had first lost you, I was the same. I was overwhelmed with my grief, my failures. I believed I had doomed the world. In my selfishness, I forsook duty, and it cost me you, my beloved son. But you know what saved me? In the depths of my despair.
The gods.
You, my son. When I first heard the rumors of your return. And then, tale after tale of triumph and heroism. And I thought, if you could persevere, so too could I.
Nyulrin looks like he wants to say something more, add something, but he just gives up and sighs. I am the best.
She laughs as she pulls you in for another hug. You say the words, but I doubt you believe them.
There are very few things left that I believe in, but I do believe in our victory, and that is the only thing that matters.
Believe in yourself, Nyulrin. Believe that your life has purpose. Believe that it is worth living and persevering for. You have... You must, if you intend to face your father, you must first face yourself. I cannot do it. I cannot face him. Not after all I have done. All I have failed to do. That is why you're here.
Nyulrin thinks to himself, failure must run in the family, but he doesn't say it. He thinks it's better not to kick his mother while she's down.
Okay, that was funny, actually. Yeah.
I can make no promises, but I will try. If there's anything that I still believe in, it is in the gods. You are right that Aegon has a purpose for me, something that I must do. And I do not need to know what it is. When the time is right, I will fulfill my duty, as we all must.
Her eyes look to you as she just says, Nyulrin. Your duty... sorry. She would say, you also need to live. Live for yourself, live for hope, live for the world. There is great purpose in there. You are destined for something she cannot begin to imagine. But that does not mean you must face it as nothing more than a tool of war. You are always more than that. Don't let your father take my son from me again.
You sound just like the Emperor. Serving under him must have rubbed off.
And maybe he is wiser than I thought. Do not let him convince you that all we are, all our purpose is to simply be a tool, a disposable pawn. We fight, struggle against this darkness with the hope that it will build something, that we can preserve a world of color and beauty. And you? What point is there in facing him? What point is there in fighting to preserve it? If you've already given up on life yourself.
There is nothing for me after this. My soul is already gone, and I doubt that we will be able to get it back from the clutches of Dagos. But I do not fight for myself. I never did. All my life I have done what others have bid me. I have fought for others, and when the time comes I will die for others, for I have nothing left for myself.
She looks to you as she just says, then if all you've ever done is fight for others and obey orders, then obey this one from your mother and from a senator. Learn to live, my son.
A cruel and unusual order. But I will obey.
Do not obey. Just do. And when this is ended, when this world is safe, she kind of trails off a little. There is much we must write. You get the sense that she is not speaking of the state of the world. The way she looks to your eyes, there's a regret. One of perhaps wasted time. And she just says, I had spent the last few months thinking of what I would say when I saw you again. Even now, I can't find the words. Save 5. I love you, my son. I'm sorry. I never said that before. Or enough, rather.
Nyulrin sort of looks side to side, trying not to look at her until eventually he gives up and gives her a very strong hug. I love you too, Mother.
I think that is where we will end tonight's session.
Ah.
All right. I do have just one little question / comment. Would Ahran have been standing around close enough to hear most of that?
Entirely up to you. How much have you been eavesdropping?
I am a spy. It is my job. Yes.
Then yes. I will. While we're here, let's resolve the cooking contest.
Oh, yay!
Alrighty. Roll me D20 with advantage.
Oh boy. I have cooking utensils proficiency.
Go ahead.
Character sheet opening. There we go. D20 with
For
advantage.
context, before you roll, you're looking to beat a 27.
What
He
the
rolled a 19.
fuck did that guy roll? I've got no skill that can pass that. Unless it's
He rolled a
strength.
19. He rolled a 19.
Plus 8?
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait.
He rolled
shit,
something?
I did bad math there. Hang on. Hang on.
What skill am I rolling first off?
Stat.
Well, what stat am I rolling with my cook utensils?
Probably. Ooh, that is a good question. What would cooking be?
Depends how
see-
you're doing it.
Utensils,
Wisdom, intelligence, or
stats.
dexterity would be my picks.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Dungeons & Dragons cook utensils are a toolkit utilizing your wisdom stats. Their proficiency lets you. Okay. So, wisdom.
You know what? I'm gonna remove his bonus because I kind of pulled it out my butt.
I
You're
mean,
looking to be the 19.
So that's my first roll. Oh.
Hey, you said
I
you
don't. I
rolled a
didn't even have
19.
stats. I didn't have stats for this guy, so
you
yes,
should at least
Faely.
have like a +2 or 3.
Oh
Don't
my
silvery
god.
bolt. That also only works for like an attack. I was gonna say that also
It's an
only
ability
works.
check, technically, isn't it?
I feel like that
Ability check or
wouldn't
saving
work
throw.
because you just ruin it at the
Well,
end.
I mean,
I'll-
Dirk is
I'll-
also passing it anyway.
I'll let it go. As the two of you cook up a storm, at the very last second, as he is applying a dash of ground peppers, suddenly he has a splitting headache as he accidentally pops the top off of the shaker, and the whole thing just goes no directly onto the food.
Ah! You did have seasoning! I just point at him accusatorily.
You brought fire salts!
And? At least I know not to trust a shaker. And I just do the... I do the fucking salt... a pinch of salt thing.
But yeah, he places his meal down, and you do the same. You see the eyes of every soldier are basically glued to what is a immaculate buffet. And even despite the overabundance of pepper, what the Frenchman has produced is still a masterpiece of food. You have, though, as the soldiers dig in, with a 17 to a 20, Dirk is declared the winner.
Yes.
Could Faely roll hers?
Go ahead. So with the 18, we'll take the 18 because why not?
She's only made one. She's gonna
Oh.
just kind of slide over and hand it to Dirk.
Aw.
This cowgirl is holding up a bread bowl filled with potato, carrot, and pork stew for Dirk.
He'll begin eating it. Not bad.
It's not bad. Very average.
Could use more salt.
Use the silvery barbs.
You did what? Anyway, no. The chef does slide
Proceed to him chasing Faely around.
Actually, I have a little spell, which means silvery barb just instantly casts with nothing.
Yeah.
Because it's
He does
only
slide
vocal.
to, yeah. He does slide to you. Dirk, the Frenchman, does slide to you a bowl of his own food.
Dirk will take it, not being like a sourpuss or not being a sourpuss. Too much.
I also
I'm
do
assuming-
believe
Assuming
Nyulrin's
you'll
out.
give him some of yours.
Oh, yeah, I imagine I made it like a whole ass platter.
The two of you enjoy each other's food, and wow, his is really good. If it wasn't for him dumping a massive amount of extra spice in this thing, it would be amazing. Even still, it's really good.
Not bad. Bad. What is
Knowles
he?
is-
Eating wins the day.
I'm gonna describe what I prepared real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
See if I can get everyone else's mouth watering. It is a plate of breaded pork slices that was made with some butter, some Lembas buttermilk, after beating it into buttermilk. The carrots and potatoes were sliced and seasoned with fire salts and roasted. The butter of the Lembas butter was spread over half-inch slices of bread and toasted in a pan, while tomatoes were sliced, seasoned, and roasted in pork fat and spread on the butter toast, while the fillets of salmon were roasted in whatever remaining fats and tomato juices were left.
I don't really have anything for the chef because I've been focused on other things to.
Oh no, that's fine. He said he'd give me something when we take the castle back.
I meant for what he was making.
Ow.
Yeah, he cooked a great. He did a great. He made something very good in a skillet, using a mix of using some good olive oil to help fry it. A good smattering of various spices, and a good combination of just really everything put together. Create a pretty good bowl. Create some pretty good dishes. Definitely a little more fancy than Dirk is probably used to.
Not bad.
But not bad.
For bigger cuts, but work with what you got.
He just says, and I must admit, your cooking is of surprising quality. You have earned my respect, Noel. What is your name?
Dirk.
Luis, at your service.
Very nice. I still want to.
Indeed,
Also, in your face, I'm gonna point at him.
Who are you pointing at?
Him. Told me not to challenge, and I won.
Oh, Talon.
Yeah, only like.
Also, does that
barely,
mean
man.
Nyulrin's out 60 gold?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Who bet against Dirk? Who bet for Dirk?
Faely
None
would
of
vote
us.
for Dirk, but
How much did you bet?
I didn't write it down. So,
She bet one
All right.
gold piece.
Pretty. This is a kind of
Faely's bored.
pretty. This is a pretty fun little session.
alright.
God, I needed that
Next-
after the last session I had earlier today.
What was it? Yeah. What exactly happened?
I'll tell you that when I'm done recording.
Fair enough.
I was gonna say one final little note is like Ahran was listening in on Nyulrin and his mother's conversation, and she has been looking rather wistful as she's listening in. Between the news of Kavos probably being on fire and what Nyulrin's mom was saying, she's certainly been thinking. But that's really it.
Yeah. The TLDR of Nyulrin's mother's advice, it phrased much more poetically and wisely than I could possibly, is, for the love of God, Nyulrin, find a reason to live for yourself. And find a reason to live.
Yeah.
Mom, I'm in my emo phase.
So, yeah, how do you guys think about the state of the world right now?
Well, At least this continent looks pretty fun.
Alrighty.
I don't even want to imagine what the
colors.
Dominion's going through.
Well, you saw them launch an invasion into Dagos' realm, so clearly they cannot possibly be doing, clearly things can't be going great there or maybe they are going great, but either way, they are definitely aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
Who launched an invasion into his realm?
The
Remember
Dominion.
the drow you saw attack the, elf's castle?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was the Dominion.
Yeah, but those weren't like the Carinthi Underdark people.
No, Drow aren't
No.
from the Underdark in this setting.
No, they got cursed by Merrick Norris for kind of going a little ham on genocide to the point that he was like, "Hey, stop killing so many humans. I'm going to punish you for going completely insane there for a minute." And that's why they have dark skin.
I figured that would be more of the sunlight sensitivity thing, but fair enough.
Anyway. Veloria is a shadowed city, but that's its whole own thing. I will admit, though, I'm not 100% on that little lore beat.
That can just be what the common knowledge is, what people think. Things don't,
Yeah.
not everything that people believe has to be true.
Yeah. Anywho. But yeah, so yeah, vampires and undead fucking around in the north. You have, you know how you guys fought to protect the nature trees? Well, two
Yep.
of them got poisoned down in the deep woods, which is very, very bad. The Thevians, who are basically fantasy Greeks and ancient Greece, got invaded. They repelled their invaders. Hoorah! Jokoi got fucked up. The fantasy Vatican City is currently being sieged.
Real quick, I would like to say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.